Alrighty, here we are again, getting ready to do the ignition. Got all my parts, almost had an aneurysm because this pigtail that clips onto the distributor, I knew I bought it, but I couldn't find it because of course it was sitting right where I left it, but in this nice nondescript white box. Alright, crisis averted. Got the air cleaner off to give me a little bit more room. And now we're going to start, I guess, working on figuring out what we're going to do here. We got to get her to 50 before top dead center. And then start disassembling stuff. So hopefully, I did check it. We did use the whistle and confirm that top dead center on the pulley is the top dead center on the marker down there. Right here. And so that's what I'm going to try to do now, is get this thing to 50 before top dead center, see what we got. I think we're going to start by pulling all the plug wires, coil, not the coil, cap, and yeah, the plug wires and the cap, because then we can see what we're doing. And the coil's going to come out. I'm going to take that bracket off. I think I'm going to mount the new coil there, but it's much, much smaller, so I'll just modify the bracket to clear up some room. Make that a little bit neater. And we will go from there. So we will see y'all in a bit. Alright, so we have programmed the Sniper for this, the dual sync. Set it up as the book says. And we have set the timing to 50 degrees before. Now we're going to pull the distributor cap and see if I'm not 180 degrees out. I'll bet I am. Alright, checked it. It's not pointing towards the number one cylinder, but it is pointing at the plug boot that has the wire that goes to the number one cylinder, so I just don't have it indexed right. We will correct that with the new one, because it runs fine. But now we're going to finish pulling all the wires and going from there. Well, there we are. Got the distributor tuned to the right location based on the little blinky LEDs. Got this mess. Got all the wires hooked up. And I have to redo all of this once I get it to where it runs. But for now, this will do to get it running. Then I'll shorten them all up and clean it up. Now we got to put the plug wires on it. 18436572, and see where we end up. Phew, this wiring is something. People who do really, really neat wiring impress me, because this is tedious. Anyway, back in a few. Alright, so I need to hook up the coil. Everything is just kind of hanging, dangling in there right now, because I'm going to run the wires properly after it runs. And, what a mess. I think we're getting about ready to give this thing a whack and see what happens. Just got to get the coil hooked up, and then she should be good to go. Put the fuel pump relay back in its spot, and it might run. So we're going to see what we got. Back in a minute. Alright, got the coil lead built. Hate that job. And attached. So now we may be ready. I'll go double check everything one more time and see what I think. Alright, we're getting there. I got to advance the distributor about 5 degrees to get it to nail on where it thinks it is, which is just a tweak. And then I got to play with the inductive something or other so it doesn't creep when it's being held static. But it is very, very close. It's running decent. I'm going to keep playing around with that, and we will see where we end up. When I don't have the static timing check does work. It does hold it. When I get rid of that, it does ramp up and move the timing like it's supposed to. So everything's looking really good right now, but I got a little bit more tweaking to do. So we got to tweak the distributor just a little bit. Doing exactly what I programmed it. You're not really going to be able to see anything, I don't think, because I don't have 12 hands. But it is only 12 degrees at an idle. When you rev it up, it goes to 36. Wide open, it'll drop to 32. I had to increase the inductive delay up to 300 or so from 100 to get it to stop moving. But now it's stable when you rev it up on the fixed timing. And so I think right now what I need to do is let it cool off. Clean up my wiring and mount the coil, because it is running good. And the other thing that I found that was kind of cool, works. So that's neat. Neat. Now we won't over-rev it if I do something stupid and slap it into neutral. Really cool. He is working like a champ. But boy, that was a little tweaky to get set up. Not bad at all. We'll be back once we've cleaned it up. Whew, all right. Well, that's ugly. But it's all tied up out of the way. Everything's coped as best I can. Keep it from rubbing on stuff. And now, oh yeah, I gotta tighten up the air cleaner nut. Hold it back down. And then we will try to start it with everything mounted. Coil position, it works, but it's not really optimal for accessing anything, but it does work. So we're gonna crank that down and then try to start her back up. All right, well, we got some weather coming tonight, so I'm gonna try to get this thing into its home, and we'll take a picture of that if it fires up this time. All right, well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Everything looks good. I think that's a little low. I'm gonna bump that up a little bit. brakes. Moves. All right, we're going to shut this down, move some cars around, clean up the little garage, and then we're going to put her to bed. All right, well, the wiring's all finished, as ugly as it is. And we're going to try to see if it starts, see if I screwed anything up. Good sign. Very nice. 14 volts. 700 RPM and dropping, because I got it idling. I got it set to 700. So it's going to go off of this. Everything's working. Put it in reverse. First time it's moved under its own power. Yep, brake lights seem to work. At least the third brake light is. I can see it in the rear view. Not sure if you can see that little red glow. Alright. I'm going to drive it up the driveway just for grins. Let's see. Not a lot of visibility out the back of this bad boy. Alright. Woo! First. Oh man, that converter is so loose. I love it. Not too bad. Take it for a little putter. See if it'll shift. Then drive now. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Oh yeah, she's good. They're not going far. That is so awesome. Holy smoke, I can't wait to drive this thing. God, I can't wait for the chassis stuff to be finished. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's so good. And the engine's running great. Timing seems to be perfect. Get her in the house. Absolutely perfect. Man, I'm excited. Okay, well, this has been a hell of a week. Got the transmission in, got the distributor in, got the timing set up. There goes the fan, perfect. All right, let's close her down. Woo! So, we're getting there. Now, the only thing left we got that's really serious is having it back in the chassis shop, or having it at the chassis shop, I should say. Getting the ladder bars put in, getting the rear end all squared away, new drive shaft, roll bar, make it 10-second legal. And it's time to race this thing. Man, I can't wait. Everything looks like it's working really well. I can't wait to get it out on the road and drive it. But it's fantastic. This has been a good week. So, anyway, from me to you, if you got any questions, throw them down there in the comments. I usually keep up with all this stuff. I appreciate everybody who does watch. And I guess that's about it. So, hope you're all having a good day. Take care.